Society. Today I have the honor to introduce Mr. Iossif Parsalis. Mr. Iossif Parsalis is an experienced professional in the marketing communications field. His experience lies in agency and client relations. Mr. Parsalis has designed and implemented integrated corporate and political communication programs and advertising campaigns for major accounts in various sectors, covering the areas of marketing, corporate and political communications, media relations, crisis and issue management, internal communication, event management, campaign and management, corporate affairs, public relations, and digital engagement programs. Holding a degree in media literature and linguistics at the graduate level and postgraduate in public relations and strategic communications, and by having assumed the role of strategic consultant, he founded his own consultancy built on the sector of strategic communication management. Subsequently, he held top-level managerial positions at leading PR and advertising agencies in Greece. Mr. Parsalis is highly experienced in bringing together all available resources to meet the desired business objectives. His specialties are strategic communications, campaign planning and management, and finally, digital marketing strategy. Today, Mr. Parsalis is the Managing Director of Marketing Greece. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Iossif Parsalis.
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's in English, isn't it? Right. Megatrends in tourism. That's a big word. When a trend has to do with an international, globally affected industry, then it's called a megatrend. What I'm trying to do with you here is to show you some key points of trends, of megatrends, but mainly I'm going to focus on how we take into account these trends and what we do with them. So, let's start. What's the challenge for the tourism stakeholders? I'm talking about private and public stakeholders. The challenge is that we understand the directions of change. I've deliberately put the word understanding because it's very important for all of us to be able to understand what the change is all about. And after that, the implications for business to achieve one thing, competitive advantage. That's our main target. Let's have a look at the economic trend. What's going on with this industry? The number of people traveling will continue to boom in the 21st century with the number of international arrivals reaching 1.6 billion. Europe will continue to be the number one destination, preferred destination worldwide, increasingly. What about Greece? The Greek tourism industry is going to grow the next year as well. What we have here is a record year in 2013 with an 11% increase, almost 13 million tourists. 2014 seems to be another record year. How do we know that? From pre-bookings, from flights, and the number of statistics we have at hand. That's my nightmare. I just mentioned 2014 pre-bookings and estimates increase. This is something we cannot control. In destination marketing organizations and management organizations, we cannot control the issue of safety. These are pictures taken from Google that have to do with Athens some years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, that affected tourism negatively, and that's something we should all consider when we're talking about political trends. What we have here is that tourists will not choose to go to a place which is not considered or perceived as a safe destination. That's here, that's for sure, and it's going to be increasing in the future. Escape has always been the main desire behind travel. Now, this is going to be increased in the future. Why? Because we have a lot of pressure on time issues and stress, which is also rising. Work patterns. That's very important, new trend, as opposed to previous generations, which I'm more familiar with. We don't have career freaks as in previous decades. What we're going to have is people who are not willing to sacrifice their personal time and their personal family-related goals for career. Men in here, I'm sorry, allow me to say this. We are going towards a feminized society. What's this? We have women, and we are going to have more with university degrees who are going to marry later in life or even stay single. Don't get me wrong, it's fact. Men are also becoming more feminized. What does this mean? It means that men are getting more into parenting patterns or take more care of themselves and their beauty. So what do we have here? An opportunity for men to be compensated. Why? Take a rest, relax, sit back. Women can take decisions on holiday packages, on decisions on buying things, so that's an opportunity for men to laugh. For destination marketing analysis and managers, that's a very big segment. It's the GBLT segment. This is not to be underestimated, and it should be part of our segmented marketing. Apart from changes now in demography, there are some changes in tastes. What we have here is the evolving tourist. Who is this? Holidays are becoming more specialized. Tourists are increasingly attempting to tailor their holidays to their specific desires, interests, and needs. The evolving tourist is also referred as the experiential traveler. Who is that? The experiential traveler is seeking the unusual, the authentic experience, rather than what we call the off-the-shelf holiday package, the shared package we can all have. Tourists are going to be more and more interested in discovering, experiencing, participating, or even more, feeling that they're included in the everyday life of the destination and their people. They wish to be involved, participators, not spectators. Let's pay attention to this trend. We have one major implication here. Tourism product development. For everybody who is in the tourism business, this is a huge objective. How do we product develop? How do we create differential experiences for our destinations to set ourselves apart from competition or competing destinations? What we need to take into account here is the fragmentation tendency of the whole tourism market into subsets of unique experiences to design custom products or what we call experiential packages. We need to take that into account in what we do. One thing, theme-based targeted products. We have to design custom products or experiences. What our efforts are daily, allow me to say, for marketing risk. Emphasize the diverse and individual attractions of the destination to provide one valued set of experiences. Let me make a statement. Greece has it all, as an example. Is this good or bad? It's a quite diversified product portfolio. It's the debate between mass and niche. Let me show you one video and you will understand what I mean. This is one of our trailers for a recent campaign we launched. To showcase the full diversified product portfolio for Greece. As you saw in there, you may have seen religion, culture, sun beach, action, luxury. So it's all in there. But I'm not sure that it's targeted to what you need, what another segment needs. Why? Greece is so diversified, we have to sit down and think and strategize. One, for example, of our main products is Sun and Beach, our legend. So, what do we do with Sun and Beach? It's the 75% of the tourists visiting Greece. What we have to do is sit down and plan Sun and Beach product category and create sub-products. So, the next video I'm going to show you is what exactly shows what I mean. Have a look at this. So I believe this is a product which is quite obvious to you, isn't it? I'm not sure that it's addressed to you. Now, Greece. It's too dependent on sea and sun. Okay, this is an opportunity, not a threat. What we should do is to address seasonality, one thing which is very important for all of us, and at the same time, target new audiences. Try to find and broaden our range of visitors and talk to new segments directly. Allow me to put one more objective there. We need to make, for example, that's why I'm telling you the example of Greece, because it reflects and responds to the trends I was talking earlier about. We need also to try to revamp the brand of Greece, which means to make it a little bit more fresh, or into trend, or trendy. We had a research from the French market which showed that, yes, we like Greece, sea, sun, beach. It's a safe bet, that's what they said, for families, but it's not trendy. What we need to do here is to try and make it trendy or open to new markets. I will take another challenge here to you and show you a video which I believe is addressed to youth or college students or your young target groups. So what I'm going to say is that you will see Greece as you have never seen it before. It's not perfect. what we are actually talking about is clear product categorization. What we do is, what we have here, for example, for the Greek tourism product, there are 6 main product categories. Sun and beach, nautical tourism, city break, medical tourism, cultural and religious, and business. These are the main 6 core product categories. This is not enough. We have to go deeper to that and go to enabling product categories. What are the enabling product categories? Gastronomy, for example. We combine a main product category with an enabling product characteristic like gastro, eco, etc. At the same time, we have to see at special desires and niche markets. Therefore, what we have is niche products which are developed based on the strengths and characteristics of the local destination, the local assets. We are to identify some main emerging special interests. So, niche product, seniors or 55 plus tourists. That's a niche product we have to design. For example, we take the seniors of a market, German market, 55 plus, and we combine this market with special desires and a destination that fulfills the requirements and provides what this market needs. For example, Crete, German market of 55 plus senior citizens, and we need some more there, some special desires. Authentic experiences, medical support, wellness, etc. Special desires. Have you ever heard of the seafront desire? This is one of the desires, the special desires of the Sun and Beach product. It's not only Sun and Beach experience. There is a target group, there is a segment that needs the seafront experience, which means that I'm almost near the sea. I want my room next to the sea on the beach. Russian market. Or couples only, if you have heard of that. Couples only means no kids. The opposite to what you saw earlier. Authentic. This is a big bet for the Greek market. The authentic tourism was our major competitive advantage in the past. The one we all call in tourism, the hotel of Kyria Maria. Have you ever heard of Kyria Maria? No. Kyria Maria used to have a nice hotel in the 70s or 80s. She used to serve and she used to make her own breakfast, let's say from her garden. And she didn't have a reception desk or something like that. She cleaned her own rooms for the guests, a kind of a guest house, a nice breakfast, and I'm talking about the Greek breakfast, and one major value, hospitality. So this, through the decades, was the story. We have to go back to that against the rooms to let mass market or all-inclusive tendency. Boutique and romance, it's another niche market which is driven by this special desire of romance, of romantic vacations. So I just showed you one or two products to a video based on the segment, family. And, we have an example. For example, here, we have this tailored to your every desire. What do we have here? Luxury, which is a very specific product for Sun and Beach. Seafront, need, special desire. Product category, Sun and Beach. Market, Russians. Let me show you the video. Luxury, isn't it? You agree? Was it different to the previous one? You said the adrenaline. We called it adrenaline rush. the one which was targeted for the youth. Action, sandwich. The previous one you saw, it was targeted to the youth. Action, sandwich. This was luxury, and I believe it was obvious. So, my main input to this presentation is about product planning, product development, theme-based, niche, a matrix on which you plan and provide niche products to the market. But we cannot neglect technology, so I have some few trends about it. I'm sure you are all aware of these trends about information, communication, technology, and how this affects all managerial, marketing destination, organizations, etc. One thing that I believe is very, very important is that the marketers have to be wired all the time. We must be there for knowledge, research all the time. There are new things coming up all the time, and we have to be there in order to achieve competitive advantages to reach our audience in a better way. Interactive access to product offering. What has this brought? Complete control over to the visitor, to the user, over how they will spend their time and money where. Destinations and operators. What we have to do is to market and sell online with user-friendly sites, targeting specific markets, fully integrated reservation systems there. User experience. A confession. Every day in the marketing lab of Marketing Greece, one question is there for everything we do regarding online or digital marketing. Is it within user experience best practices? That's our first question. That's my first question. It's not something you like or I like. There are best practices out there which have to do with UX. So before we decide what's best for our website, what's best for our rich media or videos or photos or anything else, we have to see best practices. An example, a text online. Do you read it? No. Best practice says that you read as you go. You read, we want a functionality, and a functionality which helps me and directs me into reading as much as I want. We don't want that whole big texts online on a website. What we need is a snapshot. A title, I'll tell you best practice, which we have found. One title, a small teaser of around 20 words, and after that, you need a small overview of around 80 words. 80 words is something like that. You don't read more than that. If you find it interesting, you want to have an action button to press on it and say, I want to read more. And then we should not give you the whole text. We should give you the 180 to 240 words. That's it. There is no possibility that you read more online. What you do is slideshow. You like slideshows? Yes. And you need to have a slideshow of photographs of beautiful beaches. A nice title like top 10 beaches in Greece, best museums in Greece, where to eat best for any kind of taste. And you want to see the photograph and a small caption. So these were some examples of user experience. We are all day committed to find what's best for online experience. Implication with the product. Forget about the product. Forget about everything I just told you. This is all bullshit. This is all manufactured in a lab. I am a marketer in a lab, and I sat down and produced a product about the Russian market called Luxury Seafront Russian Market Sandwich. This is not going to be out there, reached by the audience, unless you go into storytelling. That's another trend which is very, very important. Internally, in marketing Greece, for example, we have many debates, and we we decided that we are not going to use the word product anymore. We are going to use the word creative, branded storytelling, which is someone designed the product, and we have to make it a story which is appealing, which is more authentic, which makes the product lovable. Which makes the story lovable. We need to pass on a story about a product, and especially when we are talking about tourism. Now, I have an example. DiscoverGreece.com. It was launched almost a month ago. It is what we consider we had 2 or 3 reviews from best website online experts abroad, UK, and it considered best travel website in the world for 2014. Okay, we'll see. This is a world-class site. This is a website which was missing for the country, within new best practices, within new trends, technological trends, content trends, products. What you see in this site is more than 3,000 photographs. These are already almost 5,000 photos. More than 60 videos produced in 2 months. An easy-to-use booking engine featuring information for more than 100 destinations and more than 100 theme-based products and niche markets. What you will see in this site is something where we produced, we generated, we wrote more than 140,000 words in 5 languages, almost 1,000,000 words. But when you get into the site, you will say, where is all that? Where are all these words? There are no words. You will find it behind a strategy, which is called read as much as you want, read as much as you want as you go through the site. There is a functionality which is called read more, read less. And you open up as much as you want to read. But the experiential approach is there. It's full of pictures, images, videos, and actions for you. Yes? Here you are with a story a day. A story a day is our main concept for the site. That's the first homepage. That's a story I picked up for you, which was about putting you in the mood for 3 days of fun, now that we had a 3-day holiday. And it's about nightlife for young people. Featured stories. And wherever you go through the site, you will see not the word products, or not the word, neither the word best for you. You will see featured stories about authentic beach holidays, gastronomy, etc. Easy to navigate. 5 surveys on user experience, best for you to navigate in the easiest way. Where to go, what to do, by holiday type, by region, by season. For example, the Greek legend, sun and beach. What about it? You don't want sun and beach generally like that. You want sun and beach and action, for example. There, you have to go to action, sun and beach, and through that way, you will find what's best for you. And of course, the sign of the video everywhere, because there are many videos for you to enjoy the story. What to do? You can also navigate the protocol by what is best for you to do. Sun beach or sports or adventure or gastronomy, etc. And by travel type. That's the best way for you. I mean, if you're a youth, you can go to the youth channel to find what we believe is best for you to experience in Greece. You have decided on a destination, Milos. So you like that place, you like this destination, it's what's best for you. There you are. You need some more info from us on what to do there, some highlights, some secrets and ideas. That's a new word, a new tendency, a trend. You need the word secrets. Secrets from the local people, I'll tell you about it. And you need to know where to stay, the type of accommodation. Is it luxury, boutique, authentic? What is it all about? And something which is another trend, an important trend, the locals cut. What we need to have is the local opinion, reviews, ideas, tips, because we believe they are more authentic than advertising. There you are, book it. It's next to you, you can book your dream holidays. If you're not sure, there is a platform within the platform, iGreece. This is the personalized and targeted platform addressing the trend I was telling you earlier about the need to be personalized, the need for themes and products to be personalized to me. So it's actually what's all about an advanced search tool, and you start from who you are, say who you are, tell us if you have been or not before to Greece, and pick up what's the best for you. User-generated content. We all write, post, like, dislike, comment, promote. We direct trends, we advertise, which is much more powerful than traditional advertising. And actually, what's the opportunity for us is to use that content, the authentic content. That's what we also wanted, and it's an international trend, so this is very important for the marketing managers of destinations or operators in tourism. How can I get it? You just have to campaign it. You just have to go there and ask for the content. And the content, and ask for it in a fresh, simple way. Let's not make it too much complicated when we talk to the users. They need a simple language, a fresh language, and I'll show you my last video for a campaign we recently launched for a month, and we asked the Greek market, first of all, the Greek users, to provide us with stories and ideas about Greece. The success was very big.
Traveling to a country is one thing. Discovering it is quite another. Take a look at your photos when you get back home. It's not the museums or the streets that stand out. It's the people, the colors, the smiles, the welcome you receive. Whether it's your first time in Greece or yet another visit in a lifelong love affair, a holiday that fulfills your every dream awaits. Project Rediscover Greece introduces a new concept in tourism for Greece, the whole country at your fingertips. So join us in discovering Greece. Share us with your friends, and then write about your experience and be part of a single inspiring story. And to kick it off, we're offering the chance to win a magical 4-day holiday. All you have to do is promise yourself that you'll come and discover Greece for yourself. So, can we count you in? Traveling to a country is fun.
For the English market, for the Greek market, we just asked to the campaign to say, we just invited the audience to say, "Ime Mesa." And after that, to provide us with a story. We gathered more than 2,000 stories, which are all integrated already in the website. And it's a part of the authentic material. And we are going to grow that too much. And in an international campaign will also be launched for this main target and objective, user-generated content. Now, in my closing remarks, what I would like to point out here is that in marketing management, we have to struggle all the time with expertise about tourism, education, and finding the right people with the multi-skills we are looking for. I'm talking about SEO, SCM, CPL, CPC, UAC. Okay, you know that? All right. Meta search. We have a job description this way, which is about finding someone to take on the position of digital content advocate, one position, and another position is the community manager. So we need to be experts in what we are doing, not following the trends, embracing the trends, and built on education and expertise. Regarding destination management organizations, this is crucial. NGOs, national tourism organizations, should become coordinating bodies between the private and the public sector to achieve maximum results and at least to have consistency in what they are saying. Destination management organizations should go into joint promotions. For example, Marketing Greece, which is it represents the private industry, jointly promoting Russia with the National Tourism Organization. If you have heard, Greece is back. This is what's going on now in Germany and other markets. There is a big positive mood and atmosphere with regards to what's going on there in Greece. Tourism is growing, and we are going to have a record year in 2014. So what we actually need is that public and private sector ensure that policies and planning are there, product development and niche markets are there, embracing the trends, and finally trying to be consistent with one thing, the message, the branding, and the product portfolio we are targeting our segment markets abroad. That's the end of my presentation, and I'm here for you for any questions or any other ideas. Thank you.
Any questions? We have more back there.
So we have to create like a Disneyland in the whole country. I mean, not a bad way, how the Disneyland it is, because have many things, but in a very small area. And tourism can be like many things to experience from in a whole country, but not in a... You understand what I mean?
I'm trying.
Because now we sell like a raw, we sell like oil like a commodity. We sell the beach like a commodity. Not they say like the story that you say, because maybe buy oil for €2 per liter, maybe buy for €100 per liter. But because it has a theme and an idea behind this.
Exactly.
So you have to overpass the idea that we sell commodity, we sell a room, we sell
An experience.
we sell a space to the beach or whatever.
Exactly, and you can then have an increase in the income you are targeting. A better level of tourists to attract.
We have
Yes.
another question here. In the microphone comes, you have a strong voice at home.
First of all, thank you very much for being here for this lovely presentation. I would like to ask you, in relation to the authenticity and the Kira Maria hotel model, how do you plan to integrate training and education of all Kira Marias to provide the desired level of operations, so to offer value for money to guests without compromising quality? Thank you.
Okay. I was asked that recently, a month or 2 months ago, to reply to a board, and I gave this answer, in my report. There is a best practice out there, and it's called TICWA. It's the best practice that comes from Australia. The Australian tourism authorities did the TICWA. What's this? It's a quality program that has to do with some specific chunks, pillars. One, improve and upgrade your product. I'm talking about the accommodation side. How? You have to have checklists. You have to train them and tell them that you, Kira Maria, you have to be an authentic hotel. And how is this managed? There are blueprints and checklists of what you need to have there. I'm not talking about the stars, okay? The stars, which is the NGO's, the National Tourism Organization role. This is different. I'm talking about the services. After that, you may need some kind of initial funding. So you need another pillar, which is the funding system. And after that, you need to have a brand. You need to have a trademark. You need to have a quality mark. So that you are differentiating from another one who hasn't done it. Therefore, you need to have an accreditation system. And then you send someone there to check that this hotel, this guest room is actually an authentic place. It conforms to all the needs of this kind of service, and then you start upgrading from bottom up. That's my answer if I have answered the question.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Parsalis. Thank you.
I would like to ask the students to register once the session is over.